Hey viewers, wasn't expecting to see so many of you already waiting. uh, we're set up and good to go. This is Andrew Walker, your host as always for the Premodern monthly, and this is the finals for what was this? September. Match is Will Hirst on Psychatog, and why is that doing that? Will Hirst on Psychatog and always have to have a hiccup. And Gabe Farkas on Deadguy Ale. Played both decks, I think. Well, I played Deadguy Ale once, and in one monthly, and haven't played Psychatog in Premodern, but I played in Vintage back when it was Hulk Smash, just one Berserk at the time. But let's get in there because I've been screwing around. In for them.
Oh, I guess that probably does.
So Karuta Shiki.
Okay, guys, you're good to go. Sorry, it took a little while.
I'm assuming
doing the audio twice. I think I left the muted the first time.
Yeah.
But
it's all good. Maybe we ask chat. Chat, if you can hear us, because I don't know the answer. Can anyone tell me what art this is on this playmat? Because it's actually not listed. But that's
Urborg. I think it's
no, his.
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 Serum Visions, isn't it?
Is it Serum Visions?
I think it's maybe a Judge promo Serum Visions.
Okay,
maybe we'll see what the
we'll see what chat says. All right, I ended up keeping 7, and Gabe, you mulligan down to 6, right?
6, correct. Yep.
All right, and then I am on the plate. Best of luck to you, my friend.
You too.
Good luck, guys.
All right.
Turn off volume.
Sounds good. Polluted Delta, crack it. 19.
Yep. I have a feeling I know where this is going.
No, you don't. You have no clue what's happening. What are you talking about?
All right.
All right. You might know what's happening. That's a swamp, by the way.
Got it. Let me write it down.
Okay, just so you're sure.
Yeah.
All right. My swamps will be over here. Everything else will kind of be on the other side. Oh, man. All right. 1, 2, and 3.
Let's go middle.
Beautiful, my friend. All right. And, well, probably not to your shock. We're going to go ahead and do the whole Duressy thing.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty sweet for a first turn. You get Rack, Plains, Swamp, Duress, Caves, and a Wasteland.
We'll take the Duress.
Yep.
And we pass the turn.
All right. You've been getting those first turn Duresses pretty nicely. That's pretty impressive.
Well, my luck is probably going to run out today, so that's what I'm saying. I'm sticking to it.
I'll just play this out and I'll pass.
Sure. Now that is under 4 cards, right?
Yeah. Under 3. Under
3 cards. Gotcha. Draw a card. This is an island. Pass the turn.
All right. Untap. I'll play the Plains.
Okay.
And I'll play Jared's Verdict.
Nice draw off the top. We like that. That's rough. I'm going to discard a Psychatog and an Accumulated Knowledge.
Yeah, real downside there.
Hey, the Psychatog kind of hurts.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I am at 3 cards. Draw a card. Land. Go ahead.
All right. Draw. Play Caves. And I'll play Seal Cleansing.
Seal of Cleansing resolves.
Go ahead. And you're 4, about to have 5?
At
3,
three.
3, about 4. Yeah,
Yep,
yeah, 'cause you have
absolutely.
land.
I
Yep.
did indeed. Wasteland proof lands, and go ahead.
All right.
3 cards in hand.
I'll play at the Wasteland.
Okay.
And
You could always seal your rack just for the fun of it.
yeah. I'll pass turn.
Okay. Draw to 4.
Yep.
Well, first one to miss land drops usually loses, right? Go ahead.
Sure, let's try this. I'll take a pain for a black. I'll go to 19,
There we go.
and I'll cast an arena. You can just wait it out, and I'll die in 20 turns.
I could. I don't think I'm going to, though. I'm going to cast Forbid, deciding on the buyback.
Oh, because you have 3 more in hand, or 4 more in hand.
I have 3 more in hand, so I would start taking some good old rack damage.
Yep.
But Forbid is so good in this matchup.
Yeah. I mean, discarding those cards doesn't kill you because they go, you can use them in your graveyard.
That's true. I'm actually just going to straight up cast Forbid for now. My cards in hand are better.
Okay. Go ahead.
Still at 3 cards. Draw a card. Land, go.
So 4 islands and a swamp.
Correct.
All right. Cards in hand are better. Okay. I'll just untap.
Sounds fair.
I'll play a swamp. And go ahead. This is the most exciting magic for all you viewers out there.
Absolutely.
Who's going to blink first?
Accumulate knowledge for 2?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
All right. Untap. 4 cards in hand. Draw step. I'm going to play a Phyrexian Furnace.
Sure.
Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, I'll draw. I'll play out of planes.
Okay.
And go ahead.
I'll remove a card.
Sure.
And untap. 4
You're
cards.
You're gonna run out of cards to remove pretty quick.
Right? Well, then I might just have to draw a card at that point.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sure. I'll draw. You have how many in hand?
I currently have 5 in hand.
All right, go ahead.
End step, I'm going to cast Fact or Fiction.
Sure.
Okay. Counterspell, Powder Keg, Island, Underground Sea, Phyrexian Furnace.
Counterspell and all the rest.
I'll take all the rest.
Ooh.
End of turn, remove a card.
Yep.
And then sack Furnace to remove a card and draw a card.
Mm-hmm. Because you drew because you got the other Furnace now.
Yep.
Yep.
Untap. Definitely enough cards in hand for a rack.
Mm-hmm.
Island. And powder keg.
Sure.
Go ahead. 7 cards in hand.
Yep. Play another Jared's Verdict.
Sure, I'll discard Island and gain 6 life.
I gain 6 life.
Oh, you gain 6 life. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Not that good for me.
25.
Perfect.
All right. And then I will attempt to vindicate your swamp.
Sure, that's fine.
Go ahead.
Add a counter.
Mm-hmm. Should probably use dice or something.
Yeah, there's a dice on there.
I know, I was kidding. I said it before you grabbed the dice.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Cast Phyrexian Furnace.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. You done?
Yep.
I'll just take my turn.
Okay.
All right. I'll draw. Go ahead.
Remove a card.
Sure.
All right, and then crack it to draw a card.
Sure. Might as well use them, right? They're not good
Absolutely.
otherwise. Yeah.
No, they are not. Untap, draw.
Well, I think if you were playing against like Reanimator, I'd have done something already.
Yeah, you would think. Cephalid Coliseum.
Sure.
Pass the turn.
End of your turn, I'll just cast Wasteland on it. I'll just use Wasteland on it.
Sure, I'll sacrifice it for Threshold, and I'll draw 3, discard 3.
Sure. Is it 3 and 3?
Yes, 3 and 3,
Okay.
even split up.
Okay.
1.
Too bad I don't have that Megrim in play.
That Megrim would be awesome. 2. And, thinking about 3. It's going to be Wonder, Polluted Delta, and Powder Keg.
Wonder, Polluted Delta. Okay. And it's still at the end of your turn.
Yep.
I'm going to cast Enlightened Tutor.
Sure.
I'll get an Arena.
Arena's a thing.
All right. Then I'll go to my turn.
Mhm.
And I'll draw a set Arena.
You will draw Arena.
Um. Hmm. And then I'll start with address.
I'll counterspell.
Sure. And then yeah, let's try out the arena. I'll go to 24.
Sure. Arena sticks.
All right. And go ahead.
End of turn. I'm going to knowledge for 3.
Sure.
Cards in hand.
Just the one. You
We'll
got
play
what? Probably about 12 right now.
50 million.
Yeah.
Fairy Conclave.
Sure.
And then I am going to discard or move to my discard, I should say.
Sure. Yep.
I'll discard an Underground River.
Yep.
Say go ahead.
Arena. I'll go to 23.
Mhm.
And then I'll draw for turn.
Mhm.
Really would love to know what's in your hand. Go ahead. Still no swamp, right?
Still no swamp.
All right.
Polluted Delta.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Sure. All right. 22 from Arena.
Mhm.
And then draw for turn. Play at a land.
Sure.
Do you have 7 in hand?
Correct. 7 in hand.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead.
End of turn. I'm going to attempt to capsize your arena with buyback.
Sure.
Untap.
You got a vice you're gonna lay on me with all these cards in hand?
If only. I'll go to 18. I'm going to get a swamp.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to duress you.
Is there anything I can do right now? No, I don't think there is. You'll see a wasteland, an arena, specter, caves, and dark ritual.
I would like to get your arena, please.
Sure.
And then tap 2 and attack with Fairy Conclave for 2.
Sure. I'll take it. I'll go to 820.
Pass the turn.
play a wasteland.
Okay.
I'll wasteland the Fair Conquest now.
Sad faces for me.
I will cast another duress.
Sure. You see capsize, plague, gush, underground river, innocent blood, plague, knowledge.
Plague times 2, innocent blood, accumulated knowledge, and gush.
No, but I'll play reveal for you, just so you know.
Yeah, I always like to write it down though. So hold on, 1, 2,
Yep.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Mhm.
Oh wow. I guess I'll take the innocent blood.
Sure.
And then I'll cast the Spectre.
Sure.
And then I'll pass turn.
Sure. Upkeep. Tick up.
Mhm.
Draw card.
Mhm.
Land for the turn.
Sure.
Thinking. Go ahead.
End of your turn, I'll sacrifice the seal targeting the powder keg.
Sure. Sounds good.
You're not going to activate in response?
Not much to blow up on, too, huh?
Yeah. Nope. All right. I'll draw. I'll go to attacks. Hold on. Yeah, I'll go to attacks.
Sure. I will cast capsize with buyback, targeting hippie.
Sure. All right. Second main.
Mhm.
I will recast it.
Sounds good.
You just gonna keep doing this till you get a counterspell?
We may be in a pattern.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Draw step. Island.
Yep.
Go ahead.
All right. Draw for turn. Go to attacks.
Sure.
I'll attack.
Capsize with buyback.
Okay. So you have an island and a underground sea open.
That is correct.
And you've used a counterspell and a forbid.
I've used counterspell, forbid. Let me just double check there isn't anything else sitting in there.
I don't think you have any other counter magic, right?
Yeah, no, I've used 2 counterspells in the forbid.
Okay. 2 counterspells and forbid. Okay. Play the caves.
Mm-hmm.
I'll replay the Spectre.
Spectre happens.
I'll Dark Ritual.
Mm-hmm.
Tap this for white. So I'll go to 19.
Mhm.
Come on, pen. 19. Another white and a colorless. And I'll play an angel.
Angel. Yep, that resolves.
I got one in hand. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Interest 4. End of turn, all knowledge for 4.
Sure.
Untap.
At this point, there's a decent chance I just deck you.
I mean, that is a true point. That's fair. Island. Cast Engineered Plague.
Sure.
Naming whatever hippie is.
Yeah, Spectre.
That one.
Yeah.
And then ouchie. Play a second one. Naming Spectre.
Sure.
And pass the turn.
Okay. So you have 3 islands untapped.
3 islands untapped. Yep.
All right. Draw for turn. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. Go to attacks.
Mhm.
I'll swing.
Mr. Angel hit my face. 1, bless you. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So
1,
you go
2.
to 13. I'll go to 23.
That sounds beautiful.
And go ahead.
Untap. Draw. Cast Innocent Blood.
Yeah. Sure.
Go ahead.
All right. Draw for turn. So you have 2.
So, yep,
Wait a
I
second.
have. So there's a swamp here.
Yeah. And the rest are all islands. Okay.
The rest are our islands. Yes.
Okay. Got it.
Black sources over here. Islands are here for you.
Yep. I'm just thinking.
Take the time you need.
Oh, Wasteland your Underground Sea.
Colorless. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, capsize with buyback. Targeting it.
The sea itself. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Interesting. I'll just pass turn.
Okay, sounds good. Draw a card. I'm going to duress you.
Okay. You're not gonna like what you see. Couple lands.
No worries. I mean, that gives me a little confidence in life, I suppose.
Only a little.
Only a little bit. I will take 1, and I will play a Psychatog.
Okay.
Could pass the turn with 6 in hand.
Sure. You have 5 mana untapped.
Correct.
And cap size of the buyback is 6.
6 total. Correct.
Yeah. Okay. I'll attempt this towards the Psychatog.
Sure, that's fine. I'll gain a life.
All right. You don't want to gain more?
No, I'm good.
Okay. 14. Go
Mhm.
ahead.
An eternal cast fact of fiction.
All right. Let's see what we got.
Diabolic Edict, Counterspell, Gush, Psychatog, Island.
Gosh. Psychatog. Island. I'll do the Psychatog and the Island versus the rest.
Sure, that's fine. Okay.
You took which pile? Sorry, I missed it.
I took the non-Psychatog pile, so
Okay,
the
okay. Yep.
Counterspell, Edict, Gush.
Yep.
Okay. Draw step. Volrath Stronghold.
Sure. That's the one where you can put creatures back on top of your library?
Yes.
Okay. That's pretty convenient draw after you just been to Psychatog.
There may have been a reason I've been the Psychatog.
Yeah, sure.
Move to my discard.
Mhm.
I'm gonna discard a Gush.
Okay.
Pass turn. Oh, sorry. You also know about the Edict and the Counterspell.
Yeah. Yep. I'll cast another Verdict.
Discard the Gush.
Mhm.
And Engineer Plague.
Sure. Go ahead.
End of turn. 5, 6. I'm gonna capsize your rack, I suppose.
Okay. Capsize
I'm
just any permanent, right? Not
any,
land.
Yep, any permanent.
Yeah. Okay.
Getting rid of your lands right now isn't exactly the most helpful thing at the moment until I can do it twice.
You kind of got like a fake like Tradewind Rider type of thing going.
Absolutely. Also, end of turn, gonna Volrath say dog back.
Yep.
Untap. Draw the Psychatog. Play said Psychatog. And play land. Go ahead.
All right.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana available in blue, an Underground River, and a Volrath. And 4 cards in hand. So this way. Okay, sure. Absolutely. Perfect. Good there? Sweet. Let me see if I can pop this over the hip joint of my desk a little bit. There you go. Yep, no problem.
I'm going to replay the rack.
The rack resolves.
And you have how many cards in your graveyard? A lot?
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33.
33. So that's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Plus the natural 23. Yeah, go ahead.
And, end of turn.
Mhm.
Do nothing. Draw
Okay.
a card.
Yep.
Tech.
Swords.
Cards in hand. 1.
Just the one that you know about.
Counter spell.
All right. It's countered.
All right. So you're at 23, correct?
I think you have it. But
I'm pretty sure I do. Do you want me to go
Yeah.
through the motions? Which I mean, I have no problem.
Let's just count.
Sure, absolutely. So
Yeah.
you're at 23, correct? Just so I can make sure we're
Yeah.
right.
So how many in your graveyard? Well, at this point, I mean, is anything else in your hand going to draw you more cards?
Yeah, Gush is going to get there.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. That was a game of sorts.
That was exhausting.
Yeah.
Should we do game 2 tomorrow?
I'm kind of feeling it.
Yeah.
Oh, God. We don't even sideboard. Something. Hopefully we didn't lose everybody in the chat. They're still here. I heard the cricket sounds at least once. So here's what I'm going to do, Andrew. I'm going to move this over so it's not on my dip, and then I can move my camera the opposite way a little bit.
Dip as in an actual indentation on your desk, or dip as
Or
in
like
chaw? As in chaw.
Nope, indentation, a crack in my desk between the two parts of it. Is that okay, Andrew? Okay, cool. Gotcha. Yeah, and I can move. I should be able to move that now. Here, yeah. That's it. It was just not charged at the moment. So you should be able to see it right here then. Perfect. Absolutely.
I will be on the play on this one.
Okay, I will accept this. The rack. Oh.
All right. Middle is good, you said, right?
Absolutely. At all times, it is fine.
Same here.
Sweet.
Unless it's an even number, then you have to ask me.
Okay, fair.
Okay.
All right, that's there. That's there.
Nope, that's going back.
Yeah, so is this one.
That was literally 6 lands and a card I was not going to cast for a while.
One land and not taking a chance.
Maybe we could trade.
Yeah. I'll take your landers and keep one of the cards in my hand.
Yeah.
I've been all right.
It's like, I gotta wonder how that happens. How you get like 6 lands in a row.
I was watching the Magic World Championships today. I was briefly watching, and a gentleman was on a standards version of Blue White Control, and he legitimately went like essentially Stroke of Genius. I don't know what it's called, to draw like 5 cards and drew 5 lands, and then proceeded to cycle into another land and then draw a land.
Wow.
It was sickening.
Huh.
It's just like, good Lord, who did you piss off? What did you break? But I've had those moments too. It's just like, just one card that's not a land and we're okay. Just one. Oh.
Middle's good.
Mm-hmm. Water.
And I'm going to keep this 6.
All right.
That's going down.
That is happening, huh? Yeah. I'll keep the 6 as well.
All right. Good luck, sir.
You too.
No polluted delta, but I do have the duress.
All right. You see islands, a Volrath stronghold, a duress of my own, powder keg, and innocent blood.
Be stronghold. Duress. A powder keg. And innocent blood. Wow. I'll take the duress. Go ahead.
Play the land. We play the land and say go.
All right. Untap. Draw. Caves. Go to 19. Verdict.
Yeah, these two.
Instant blood in the powder keg.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Land. Pass the turn.
Second island. The second island is my least favorite card in Magic. You know that.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's not the first one.
You can always play into it just for the funds.
Play a wasteland.
Yep.
I'll go to 18. And I'll try a Spectre.
That will be counterspelled.
Sure thing.
All right.
Go ahead.
Third island. Go ahead.
All right. I'll cast another dress.
Volrath's Island.
All right. I'll go to 17. Ritual into another Spectre.
Sounds good.
And I'll pass turn.
Sure. Go ahead.
All right. Untap. I'll draw. I'll attack.
1, 2. That's you. 1, 2.
You have 2 cards?
2 cards. 1 or 2.
So,
or it's at random, I suppose.
yeah. So
1.
I was just so I'll go odds and evens, and then it's the
Sure.
second one, the one on your right.
This one?
Yep.
You got a island.
What is that last card of yours?
It's a mystery.
Why not? Yeah, I'll go to 16. Let's try for number 3.
That happens.
Go ahead.
Phyrexian Furnace.
Sure.
let's crack that and remove whatever card you want in there for the moment. Yeah,
You
Dark
pick.
Ritual. Dark Ritual, fine.
Okay.
I'll draw a card. Underground River.
Yep.
17. I'm going to play an Engineered Plague Naming Spectre.
Sure.
Go ahead.
All right. I'll hit you for 2.
1, 2. No cards to discard.
It's too bad.
Right?
I will wasteland your underground river.
Sure.
And go ahead.
Land, go.
Okay. Hit you for 2.
Yep.
And go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sure. You have 1 in hand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Play swamp.
Yep.
Go to attacks.
I'll capsize one of them back to your hand.
No buyback?
No, I don't have the madness.
All right. So you go to 12. And I'll just replay it. Go ahead.
Oh. And you should be at 17, correct?
I'm at 7. I'm at 16 from caves damage.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Draw. Play wasteland. Hit you for 2 more.
Scouting a Psychatog.
All right. Go ahead.
Good.
I mean, this would be going a lot faster without those plagues.
It will be.
I'll hit you for 2.
8.
And go ahead.
Good.
End of your turn.
Mhm.
I'm going to use white and make white, so I'll go to 15.
Mhm.
And I'll play Enlightened Tutor.
Beautiful.
It's going to be 2, 4. 2 turns versus 2. Yeah, I'll get a rack.
Sure.
I think the math works out there.
I trust you.
I don't trust myself is the problem.
Fair.
All right, untap.
Mhm.
I'll draw the rack.
Sure.
I'll attack for 2.
Discarding an innocent blood.
6, and then I'll use a swamp and I'll play it out.
Sure.
Go ahead.
All right. So how much do I take with an empty hand from that guy?
You're going to take 3, so you're going to go to 3.
Beautiful. Good.
Right. Untap.
Mhm.
Draw. So hit you for 2.
1, 2. Discarding a duress.
Go ahead.
And I die.
Yep.
Sweet.
Man, if I could win all the games, these would go a lot quicker.
I know, right? All right. Sideboarding time, I suppose. I should look up what your actual list is here and remember it. Probably a good idea.
Oh, stop it. You're so competitive. You've looked it up 5 times already.
I did, but I actually don't remember.
I can see in the reflection of the screen your notes.
You can see my notes. They're just right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
They're reflecting off the glare from your glasses.
Absolutely.
So copper ed's definitely going in, right?
Yes, absolutely.
For sure. Yeah.
I believe in that choice.
All right. Let's see here, though.
Oh, it would probably be smart if I actually saved the picture somewhere. I just keep going back to the online group and looking at the picture. And you can probably bring those in. Yeah, so much stuff to bring in. It's kind of cute.
I know I'm basically, you know, the old ancient Greek tale of the ship of Theseus,
Remind me, because it's blanking on me right now.
where like they replace board by board of a ship, and then
Oh,
eventually, is it the same ship anymore? Is the question, right?
Is it a new ship?
Right.
Yeah, I
So
got you.
like if I swap in all 15 cards from my sideboard, is it still the same deck?
I love to give it a shot. However, you do not have Tormod's Curve, which actually makes me kind of happy.
Okay.
My sideboard is not set up for this. So bad. Okay. Well, 4 cards are coming in. I don't think you matter. I think you might matter. You two don't matter for sure. Score is 1-1. Sure, those can go out. I just don't know what you take out to bring in the things you want to bring in. That's my only question as I was looking at it. I'm assuming your Masticores come out because they just feel dirtily, but who knows? I don't know. I think I get much worse after sideboarding, unfortunately.
I think this is very much a play draw matchup.
That is also true. The ability to have duress on turn 1 is.
Yeah.
I mean, I had it in my game. You had it in yours. Maybe I'll have it again, and then you'll have it again, and then it comes down to game 5, and that's how we roll.
Which means you'll win.
I mean, if that's the consequences of how that play pattern works, I suppose I'll take it.
It's your higher seeding coming into play.
I know, right? It's the first time I've been able to do that.
All right. I think game 1 was about 50 minutes or 45, and game 2 was about 10, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right. It's definitely a lot quicker when you're in control. There's no doubt about that.
You almost ready?
Yeah. I just don't know if I'm sideboarding right at all. I feel like I'm not, but it's all right.
Middle's good. Yep.
All right, middle for me. Whenever, if you already did it, I believe in you.
I did it. Yeah. The viewers saw me.
I believe the viewers too.
Honest.
They are keeping it honest. I like it. That's right. Let's put it down here so I don't show you all my cards when I draw them and be a bad boy. Wow. Keep. Don't have a follow-up, but keep. Yourself, sir?
You're keeping, you said?
Yeah, I'm keeping. Sorry.
No, I'm gonna go back.
Okay. If only Powder Keg hit enchantments. It'd be so much better.
Yep. I mean, there's modern cards like that, right? Or you can just run Nev Disc. Nev Disc is not unheard of in Psychatog.
It is not. I've not had good experiences. Every time I've done it, just blows up before it does anything.
The other person gets rid of it.
Yeah, it's just say, nope, that's not a thing that happens. It's like, okay, fine. I just played a 4-mana do nothing. It's cool.
Nope.
Cool story.
No, nothing there. Go down to 5.
This game might be short then. My hand is good against 5s. So, if that's the honest truth, I don't have much beyond that, but that's what I got.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jeez.
Jeez, Andy said, "Go, Gabe. Punish those ugly basics." Why everyone hate on my basics?
Oh, I don't know.
They're not bad.
I mean, I guess I gotta keep this. I gotta put 2 back, right?
Yes, if you were mulliganing 5, that is correct.
1. 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see where this takes us.
Okay. Duress.
Yeah. Swamp.
Yes.
Tutor. Plow. Wasteland. Spectre. What's the yes?
I get to get a sword out of your hand, maybe, but that I'm not sure because that tutor really scares me. Yeah, get the tutor for now. That's fine. Go ahead.
All right. Draw. Swamp. Top deck ritual.
Damn it.
Your turn. Don't worry, those plagues are coming soon. 2 more turns.
2 more turns indeed. Land. I'm going to cast Innocent Blood.
Oh, you bastard.
I know.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. You give me getting those. You have very few black sources.
I
Pretty
know.
impressive how you draw them. What were you going to say? Sorry.
I said he was pretty impressed how you kept blowing them up.
Yeah. Go ahead. Well, I mean, that was the plan, right?
I mean, it was a good plan.
Yeah.
I was, for that first game, I was like holding like Underground Rivers and stuff in my hand until I absolutely needed them. It was that scary.
And that's where the verdicts come in, right?
Oh, absolutely. Verdict is such a nasty, nasty card. Duress.
You'll see a negator.
Hat's a negator. That's scary. Yeah, we'll get that. Yep. Play the negator. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
End of turn. I'm in a knowledge.
Sure.
Draw things. It's kind of close to what I need, maybe.
Capsize?
Oh, not yet.
Do I have to sack stuff when you capsize it?
No, you do not have to sack stuff when you capsize it. I don't think any damage is being dealt.
Yeah. It just feels that way.
It just really does feel that way. I'm gonna accumulate it for 2.
Sure.
Why can't I ever get the good cards?
I don't know, man. Seems like you are.
It seems like I'm gonna get smashed in the face by freaking negator. Go ahead.
Swing for 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My face.
15.
Oh, good lord.
E-Plague.
Sure.
Named Atogs.
Yes, name the ATOGs. We love it.
Go ahead.
We're all about naming the ATOGs over here.
You have how many in hand?
I have 4 in hand currently.
All right.
Go ahead. Get me with your negator again.
Yep. And,
Oh, that's not me. That's you.
so you have 4 islands and a swamp.
Correct.
All
4
right.
islands and a swamp.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Gush. End of turn. Full
Yep.
cost.
Yep. The alternate mode of
The
Ghost.
alternate mode. The worst mode of Gus.
Well,
Yeah. Sometimes.
yeah.
For God's sake. Accumulated for 3.
Sure.
I cannot draw off any freaking answer to this thing. It's killing me.
I think you'll get there.
Yeah, I did. I got there that time.
All right.
Innocent blood.
Yep.
And go ahead. Passing with 6 cards in hand.
Sure. Play plans. Go ahead.
Polluted Delta.
Yep.
Play Powder Keg.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Okay. Draw. Go ahead.
Upkeep, add a counter.
Mhm.
Draw a card. Time to cast Psychatog.
Sure.
Go ahead.
All right, I'll draw. Dress.
Three lands.
I'll take this mother, I guess.
Sounds about right.
Mother. Tog. And what were the 3 lands?
On island, underground, polluted.
Island. U River. P Delta. Okay, I'm running out of room here in my paper. I'm going to vindicate the Psychatog.
That'll happen.
And go ahead.
2 counters. Draw a card. Land. Cards in hand.
Just the one.
Play Psychatog. Go ahead.
All right, untap. I'll draw.
To be
Just
clear,
thinking.
this. Yep. To be clear, that's a swamp. These are islands.
Yeah. Yep. I'll wasteland your underground river.
Sure.
You have 3 islands open.
Correct. 3 islands and a polluted delta.
Sure. 1, 2, and you have what? About 10 in your yard?
Let me just double check for you.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in my yard.
Okay. Yep. I'll tap all 3, and I'll play a second plague.
That happens.
Yep. I'll name Tog. Yep. If I get the 3rd one, it's going to be fairies. Just so you know.
Yeah, fair enough. Untap, draw. Island. Go.
Those are like the 2 worst words in Magic. Island, go.
Well, not doing anything crazy over here.
I'll play another land.
Mm-hmm.
And go ahead.
Go. No known cards in hand.
Okay. And you have how many in hand in general?
3 in general.
Okay. And you have 2 deltas. Okay. Can I see what's in your graveyard for a second?
Oh, absolutely, man. So Psychatog, River, Psychatog, Smother, Innocent, Knowledge, Gush, Knowledge, Duress, Innocent, Duress.
Wait, sorry. Run through it quickly again.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
Psychatog, Underground, Psychatog.
Yeah.
Smother, Innocent.
Yep.
Knowledge, Gush.
Yep.
Knowledge.
Yep.
Duress, Innocent, Blood, Duress.
Yep. Thank you.
Yep, I can spread these out more.
Yeah. No, you're fine. You're fine. No, I don't need to worry about that. I don't think. Wither Dretch? That's like the sound of someone who just stubbed their toe on like the side of a door.
It's one of those things where like it's bad. It's like value right now isn't amazing, but I would really, really love to keep my knowledges.
Yeah.
So. Pretty much, it's something like that.
Yeah.
He's making it a true story over there.
Results?
No, God, maybe. I have a response one way or another. It's probably going to get countered, and it's going to get countered. I want my knowledges. If I ever draw a knowledge, I'm back in this game.
Okay, if you say so.
That's what I hope.
Go ahead.
That ain't going to do it. Go ahead.
Vindicate your swamp.
Why you bully me? This guy over here acting like I got all the swamps in the world.
I know you don't.
I know, such a meanie. I'm gonna effect in response.
Okay.
All
And you have how many in hand already?
right. 2 in hand.
Okay.
Island, Fact, Volraths, Gush, Polluted Delta.
Hold. Gosh. What a delta. Wow. We're still like in my main phase with this on the stack.
Absolutely, yes.
But are we in first main or second main? You don't know.
I don't.
We're in
Okay.
second.
Okay, fair.
I don't have a ball lightning to cast.
Sad days indeed.
Oh man, this is a tricky one.
It is.
Well, let's put the Foff and the Gush in 2 separate piles.
Okay. So that leaves us.
The 3 lands, and you can
3
just
lands.
take those 3 lands and exile them if that's right.
No, we're gonna make you split them.
Yeah. So I'll put an island with the Factor Fiction,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll put the Stronghold with, and the Delta with the Gush. All right, there you go.
Okay. Bye-bye, Swampy.
All right, you're not going to gush for an answer?
No, it's fine.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
There's a reason I keep these untapped or not used yet.
Yeah, I know.
All right, sweet. Untap. Draw a card. Land. You know about these 3.
Mm-hmm.
Pass the turn.
All right. Phyrexian Arena?
Maybe the null should come in next game.
Huh.
I didn't think I'd want them, but they're probably going to come in next game.
It's fine. I'll side into Rets 5 through 8.
Yeah, will you?
Yeah.
I can't imagine you don't already have them in there.
Yeah. They're in my lap.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's a good place for them.
Yeah. Like Mike Long.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I kid, everyone. I kid. Please don't come at me.
It's all right. Man. That is a hell of a card. That's annoying.
It's what am I at? I'm at 20 still, so it's a 20 turn clock.
20 turn clock, yeah. I'm going to gush for the full cost.
Sure.
I suppose that resolves.
All right. Pass turn. You get a conclave. You put me on a real clock.
Mm-hmm. Conclave puts you on a real clock, huh?
And you're about to cast it.
Yes, I wish. I really, really wish. But
You have what, 7 in hand?
I have
9, 11?
52, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
I have 7, yeah.
Oh, 54 with the jokers.
Yeah, 54 with the jokers. You aren't wrong about that.
7 including the 2 on the board I know about.
Dude, you're reading me like, a monster right now, I tell you. Like a monster.
What do you mean?
Just you know everything I got in my hand. That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm asking. You have 5 unknowns in those 2 lands.
Yes, I have 5 unknowns
Okay,
in these 2 lands. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Sorry. I thought we were still kidding around. My bad.
No.
It feels really bad because you're going to draw it. I'm going to capsize back your Phyrexian Arena with buyback.
Sure.
Crack with Luna Delta, go to 9.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you, Mr. Swamp Boy? Come on, Mr. Swamp Boy.
That's what they call me down on the farm.
That's what they call you down on the farm, you said.
Huh.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
It's a rough day. It's a rough day. All right. We will duress. Jesus, the Masticore's still in? Fudge. Take the arena, please.
It's your only choice. Yep.
Yep. I didn't think you'd keep the Masticores in. Damn. All right.
Well, it regenerates against a Psychatog for, I don't know, infinity.
True, but all my kill spells make you sack instead of are targeted for the most part.
Yeah.
Okay, that is the only reason I thought you could side them out.
No, for sure. But I mean, you know.
No, fair enough. All right,
Yeah.
I'll pass the turn with Polluted Delta open.
Okay. Draw.
Come on, rip that other one off the top. You know it.
Rip the other what?
Another Phyrexian Arena off the top.
No, that's not fun.
That's not fun. I mean, I'd be happy.
I'll just play Spectre instead.
Sure, hippie happens.
Go ahead.
Upkeep. 3.
Yep.
Draw a card. Dust Bowl. Go ahead.
Go to attacks.
Pop the keg.
Yep. And go ahead.
End of turn. Pay 6. We're gonna bounce one of your lands.
Which one?
Your planes, please.
All right.
That is a good call. I suppose it matters in the long run.
I should have just taken one of the swamps.
You should have.
See if you said anything.
I wouldn't have. I would have realized my mistake, put my head in my hands, and cried.
Yeah.
Fairy Conclave.
Sure.
Go ahead.
All right.
4. These are all islands. These are the miscellaneouses.
I'll play out the planes.
Okay.
And you do have, yeah, okay. Go ahead.
End of turn. I'll bounce your planes.
Sure.
Untap. Draw. Land. Fairy Conclave. Attack for 2.
Diabolic Edict.
Sad faces. Go ahead.
Play this out. Withered Wretch number 2.
Withered Wretch.
I mean, I just got to start casting stuff. You'll run out of stuff to do eventually.
I'm going to cast Forbid with buyback.
Okay.
Discarding a Psychatog and a Polluted Delta.
Okay. Go ahead.
Correct. Polluted Delta. Go to 8. Get an island. It's 1, 2, 3.
Middle's good. Yep.
Okay. Then I'm gonna capsize with buyback. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Targeting your planes. Yep. Untap. Draw. Cards in hand is 3.
Yep.
Go.
Okay. I'll play out the planes.
Yes, we will.
And so you have 2 cards that I don't know about.
Correct.
And how many counter magics in your graveyard?
I will check for you.
Yep.
I don't think I've seen a lot of it this game, if I'm honest.
Yep.
1. Or no, there's no 1. You've seen 1 counter spell.
Okay. I'll pass turn.
End of turn. Capsize your planes.
Yep.
Tap. Draw.
Never seen a blue-black land destruction deck before.
I know, it's a pretty impressive sight, if I'm
Yeah.
an honest man. Go ahead.
All right. Play the planes. And go ahead.
Do the old dance again.
Yep. The back of this card is just getting a lot of work on it. Right?
Absolutely. Pass the turn.
All right.
I have
Draw.
7 in hand.
I will play this out.
Yeah, you will.
One, two, three, four, 5. Wait, don't you have 8 in hand right now?
No,
7. It's 7.
Nice.
7.
Yep.
Okay. I'm
sorry. I thought I miscounted that. I was like, my bad, my bad.
No. Go ahead.
Capsize your planes.
Yep.
A Volrath Stronghold.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. 7 in hand.
Play out the planes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see here. Yeah, I guess. Is that going to work? Yeah.
I currently have 12 mana available.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay, just making sure.
Why are you saying that?
Because we're at the magic number.
12?
12 is the magic number.
You to double capsize?
Yep.
Yeah, I was going to duress, so.
Okay, fair enough. Well, we're going to forbid.
Okay. With buyback?
Probably.
Okay.
Yes. Discarding 2 engineered plagues. And
Okay.
buyback.
That's fine. Verdict. Fix the sleeve.
Counterspell the verdict.
Sure. So you have 2 more unknowns.
2 more unknowns. Yep.
Ritual.
Sure.
Negator number 2.
Negator happens.
Go ahead.
End of turn. Capsize with buyback on the negator.
Sure.
Untap, draw a card. Go ahead.
Okay. Untap. I'll draw. Hey, guess who can play another land? It's me.
This guy. I believe in you, sir.
Let's try for another arena.
Sure.
Go ahead.
End of turn. Capsize your arena.
Sure.
And then capsize your land. Your planes.
With no buyback.
No,
You have 12 with buyback. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, got it. Yep. You actually know my entire hand right now, so.
Fair enough. Card. That's a worthless card that if I've ever seen one, I guess. Go ahead. Library, come on.
Let's try it again.
We'll counterspell it.
Sure. That's the third one?
That's the third one.
All right. Only one more to go.
Mm-hmm.
Did I play a land? I did. I played the plains, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
End of turn. Capsize with buyback a planes.
Sure.
I'm going to count my library real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's one specific card I'm looking for.
Okay.
Then I'm going to accumulate it for 4.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4.
How many other cards are in your library?
How many other cards? I have 3 cards left in my library.
Okay.
Yeah, it's risky business over here.
Okay.
All right, untapping.
I don't think I've seen too many sideboard cards from you, huh?
There's one sideboard card in particular in this situation that would be handy dandy.
I think I know what it is too. But...
Yep, and we found it.
All right.
Do you know about those ones? All right, yep. We're gonna play a Underground River.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna play Felden's Cane.
Oh, that's not the one I was thinking of, but okay.
Yep, that's my reset button.
Yep, I know what it is.
Yep.
Played it a lot in old school.
And then I need to move to my 1, 2, 3, discard.
Mm-hmm.
Discarding a powder keg.
Sure.
Go ahead.
All right. Untap. I'll draw.
Mm-hmm.
Wasteland. So the targets are Dust Bowl, Stronghold,
and River.
And you still have 1 swamp available, right?
I do, yes.
I'll take out the Underground River though.
Sure.
And I'll play an arena.
I will counterspell the arena.
That's the last one.
That's the last one for now.
All right. Go ahead.
End of turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna capsize with buyback your caves.
Sure.
Then I'm gonna crack my Felden's cane, targeting me to shuffle in.
Sure.
Untap, upkeep, draw. How about those? Land to go.
All right. Draw.
Mm-hmm.
I'll play caves.
Yep.
And let's see if we can roll out a Mastercore.
Mastercore happens.
Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 6. I'm gonna double capsize with buyback. Target the Mastercore. Target the a swamp. Actually.
Okay.
All right. Untap. Draw. Fairy Conclave. Go ahead.
Okay. Play the swamp back out, and we'll do the same thing.
Sure, that's fine.
And I'll pass turn.
In a turn, I'll capsize your Mastercore with buyback. And then I will Dust Bowl, sacrificing an island to kill your caves.
Sure.
Island.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Same thing.
Sure.
Go ahead.
End of turn, double capsize Mastercore and an island on plains.
Sure.
Draw a card. Underground River.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Draw. Wasteland on the Underground River.
I'll float a colorless.
Sure. Go to the second main, yada yada.
For the colorless, I'm gonna end up capsizing once with buyback, targeting a swamp.
Sure. Play another Withered Wretch.
Sure, that's fine.
Go ahead.
End of turn, capsize with buyback the Withered Wretch.
Yep.
Tap. Draw.
Man, if you ran Dark Rituals, you could be doing it 3 times a turn.
I could. That is an idea for the next evolution of this deck, I think.
Trade Windatog.
Trade Windatog. It has a ring to it. I won't deny it. Bozy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one.
Play the Coliseum.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take 1 and I'll double capsize with buyback your lands.
Take 1?
From the Cephalid Coliseum and take.
Oh, yeah.
Damage to
Both of them?
Both your lands. Yep.
Okay, sounds good.
Go ahead.
All right.
I have two. I have a fairy and a island untapped.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards in hand.
Mhm.
I'll move to discard.
Sure.
And I will discard a swamp
Mhm.
and a caves.
Sure.
And go ahead.
Tap. Go ahead.
All right. See something.
Mhm.
Play a plains, and I'll play a seal.
Sure. That's fine.
Go ahead.
End of turn. 6 double capsize targeting your lands.
Sure. Is this so? I need to then discard, right?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right. Draw a step. Polluted Delta. Go ahead. I have 7 in hand.
All right. Swamp.
Okay.
And I'll play out a rack.
Sure.
And go ahead.
These represent 2 piles of 6.
Sure.
Double capsize your land and hit an engineered plague.
All right. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I got discard or enter my discard.
Okay.
Discarding a polluted delta.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Play out a land.
Mhm.
8 in hand. I'll go to my discard.
End step, I will double capsize land and the other engineered plague.
Okay, so before my discard.
Yep.
All right. So I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Mhm.
So I will discard a caves, a masticore, and a swamp.
Sure.
And go ahead.
Draw a card. I will play a Psychatog.
You only have 3 cards in your graveyard.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. All right. Duress.
Targeting me.
Yeah.
Okay, just check.
That's target opponent. I can't.
Does
I
it?
actually can't target myself.
I'm a counter spell.
Sure. Go ahead.
End of turn, I'm gonna capsize with buyback targeting your land.
Sure.
Tap, draw. Attack with Psychatog.
No blocks.
Take 1. Go ahead.
19. This is funny.
I know.
Play a swamp. Go ahead.
Sure. End of turn, capsize double buyback, the rack, and the land. Yep. Untap,
All right. Go to
draw
discard.
Yep.
I'll discard the rack.
Sure.
Actually, I have to discard 2.
Sure.
So I'll discard a verdict.
Sure. Draw a card. Attack with Psychatog.
Yeah, 18.
Discard a polluted delta.
Yep, 17.
And an innocent blood and a powder keg.
16, 15.
Yep. Go ahead.
All right. Play a swamp.
Sure.
And 7 in hand. Go ahead.
Double capsize, end of turn, swamp, and seal.
All right. I'll discard a seal.
Mhm.
And I will discard a Masticore.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Tap, draw a card. Float 2 and gush.
Yep.
There's alternate. 2 floating. Float 2 and gush for its alternate. Accumulated. Draw a card. Accumulated. Draw 2. Attack.
Yep. No blocks.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10 is enough.
Okay, sounds good.
Because I'm at 15.
Yep.
All right. You got it. That was incredible.
I don't know if incredible is the word. It was something. It was long. All right. So all of chat has fallen asleep. They're done.
I don't know. I think there's actually probably a couple of interesting game points or decision points. I think that at least I know I missed 1 or 2 that I'm thinking about right now.
I mean, I would.
No, that was 3. Yep.
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 Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. No, that's.
No.
No. All right. So these. I would definitely love to talk about the decision points. There's a couple I had too that I was wondering if they were right or not. After all this is over, if we're not dead and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I did not consider double plague being left in. That's one point I was not considering. This time you get the duress.
Yeah. If I can get to it.
Oh, I think you'll be able to get to it. I have faith in you. Has chat at least been entertained, hopefully? Yeah. Only 2 hours, huh? Wasn't the record like the Parfait Turtle Splash match from like a month or 2 ago?
Yeah. That had some pauses in it.
Fair enough. Good Lord. I don't want to do 2.5 hours for a game. I was very worried in that game. Like, I felt like I couldn't be aggressive with like the fairy conclaves and like let you up off your lands.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that was right or not, but because I wanted to get to the point of double, the double capsize and get there. But
yep.
All right. Would you like to play or draw, my friend?
I'll be on the play.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Let's go to game 5 after this. That's what everybody wants.
Andrew, what's your schedule like tomorrow evening?
Oh, kind man, you. All right. Middle is fine for me. If you've
Yeah,
already done
yeah.
it, sweet.
Yep. Sorry.
No, you're good. Don't worry about it. Here's where I get dressed in the face. Do do do.
I'm gonna keep this.
I will keep as well. My cards are ready for you, baby. Let's do it.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah, let's do
Swamp.
it.
Swamp.
Yes.
Tap it.
Yes. Give it to me.
Dark ritual.
Okay.
Spectre.
Fine, that happens. It's not as exciting.
Ritual Spectre. Been saying it for 20 years now.
Yep. Never gets old, right? Never, ever gets old.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, he says. He's a monster among men, is what he is. Swamp. Get your cards ready. Let's do it. No, it's going to be an innocent blood.
All right. Yep. Of course, you got that. Of course, you got the answer to the Spectre.
Maybe I have the duress too. You don't know.
Yeah. Yep.
Go ahead.
You good? All right.
Yeah.
Swamp.
Mm-hmm.
And let's find out. I'll duress you.
Island, Dust Bowl, Island, Annul.
4, Dust Bowl, and Annul. I'll take the Annul, obviously.
Yep.
And go ahead.
Play the island and say go.
Okay. Caves. I'll go to 19. I'll play Verdict. You're just going to cane them back, so I have 2.
Well, I mean, I have to find Kane first, to be fair.
Yep.
Gain some life, buddy.
You gain 2 islands, so
Yep.
I'll go to 25.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go ahead. 25.
Oh, sorry. There you go. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Psychatog.
Sure.
See if we can get the party going. Go ahead. Don't do it to me. No.
Go to
You had it.
24, and I'll plow it.
Sure, I'll gain a life. Calculated riskies.
Come on. Play Wretch. Go ahead.
Riggedy wretch. Powder kick. One
Sure.
in hands. Start eating them, buddy.
All right. Untap.
Mm-hmm.
I'll attack for 2.
19.
And I'll just remove 3 of them. I'll remove everything but an island.
Sounds good.
And yours should be the 18. It's a 2-2.
Yep, sounds good. I was at 21 because I gained a life.
Oh,
from
yep.
it.
You are correct. My bad.
It's all good.
21-19. Yep. Go ahead.
Predictably adding a counter.
Yep.
Drawing a card. Playing a land. Go ahead.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Swing for 2.
17.
I'll go to 23. And I'll make a white, and I'll attempt to vindicate the keg.
Yeah, I messed up. That's fine. You got it.
You messed up.
I had the opportunity to Dust Bowl your white source.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay. It happens.
Yep. Well, I'll play a Wasteland.
Sure.
And so I messed up 2, and I'll try to Wasteland your Underground River.
I will.
It's already stacked as part of the cost. So.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're targeting the Underground River, correct?
Right. Yep.
And then I'm going to sack the Underground River to my Dust Bowl to kill your caves.
Sounds good to me. Go ahead.
Land go.
All right. So 3 islands, swamp, and a bowl.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
Okay, and you have how many cards in hand?
1 beautiful card.
Okay. Swing for 2.
15.
I'll play out a swamp.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just nab those 3 from your yard right now.
Sure. Okay.
And go ahead.
Float 2 and gush.
Sure.
So you know about those 2 in my hand.
I think you're mixing up your exile and other pile because I don't
No,
see the
not-
gush. Oh, the gush is over there still. My bad.
Yeah. Sorry, I just hadn't put it to the graveyard.
Yeah.
My bad.
No. I was not even like blended in with your playmat.
Gotcha. Well,
I'm just gonna say it's after 10:30, so I'm gonna start playing any minute now.
Okay. Well, you take the time that you need then.
Yep.
Cards in hand.
Just the one.
Play a Tog with the 2 mana
Sure.
floating.
Yep.
Go ahead. Oh, I didn't even play land this turn. Sorry. Go.
Okay. So you have 2 in hand.
3 in hand.
Okay.
1 island and 2 unknowns.
Okay. Play a Wasteland. And I'll
Damn.
Wasteland the Dust Bowl.
Sad Dust Bowl.
And I'll exile the 2 right now.
I will respond and pump Tog once.
Yep. Go ahead.
You should only tap 1 mana, by the way. I'm going to do that in response to your first activation.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Whoever thought this would be a land destruction match? What's up with that? And
Deadguy's very versatile.
oh, I believe 100%. Wretch and Todd looking at each other, looking pretty. Go ahead.
Sure.
You
You have 3 in hand.
3 in hand, all unknown.
All right. play caves.
Mhm.
And go ahead.
Go ahead.
4 in hand.
4 in hand.
All right. Tainted Field. First time I've seen it all night, right?
There it is.
And go ahead.
This is an exciting game. I love it. I love Magic. And cards in hand?
Just the one. 4 islands and a swamp.
Swamp. Yep. We'll separate those out better.
Yeah. No, you're fine.
Second Tog.
Sure.
Attack with the first Tog.
And you have how many in hand?
3 in hand.
No blocks.
Take 1. Go ahead.
Sure, 22. I'll draw. I'll duress.
Counterspell.
Okay. Wrong pile.
You're right.
I'll play an Engineered Plague.
Sad faces, sad faces.
And I'll name Atog.
Don't you do that. It's not nice. It's fine.
So there's both 0/1s. You have how many cards in hand?
I have 2.
So you pump it up to a 2/3. I'll exile the counterspell from your graveyard.
Okay.
And go ahead.
Two, and I'm going to gush.
All right.
I can never gush into cool things.
I don't know about that.
Maybe you're right. Play the land for the turn.
Sure.
I have to look. Attack with the Toggies.
No
0/1.
blocks.
All right, cool. We're not pumping it all. Now
All
I'm
right.
going to cast Innocent Blood.
Sure.
Yeah, it's not amazing, but it's what we got.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
How many cards in hand?
I got 5 cards in hand, 2 of which you know are islands.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Go 0/1 Tog. Let's do it, homie. So stupid. Rar.
You hit no blocks.
Take 0. Go.
Why aren't you gonna exit? You're not gonna pump?
I suppose that is correct. I missed my opportunity. It's
No,
fine.
you can pump. It's totally fine.
No. I'm not going to actually pump because I can remember I also have Felden's Skin here, which
Oh,
may
yeah,
be
yeah.
a win condition at some point.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. All right. I'll go to my turn then.
Yep. We're good Magic players, I tell you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm going to gush for its full cost.
Sure.
Untap, draw, land, pass turn.
No attacks.
Not this time, no.
Okay. You have how many in hand?
I have 6 in hand, none known at the moment.
Okay. End of your turn. I'm going to cast Edict.
Well, fine. Be that way.
All right.
Go
And
ahead.
I'll take my turn.
Yep.
With Rush number 2.
thinking. You really make me sad. Forbid. Discarding a innocent blood and a null. For buyback.
Interesting. Okay. How many left in your hand?
4.
Okay. Go ahead.
End of turn. I'm gonna AK for 1.
1. Yep.
1 beautiful AK.
1. Ha ha ha.
Oh. Exciting magic. Yeah. Mother fudger, but cards in hand is 1.
Yep.
Go.
Okay. You have how many in hand?
I now have 5 in hand.
Go ahead.
End of turn, capsize with buyback, targeting a caves.
Sure.
Land, go ahead.
I'm just thinking at the end of your turn.
Yeah, no, take your time.
E-tutor?
Yep. It's an exciting game.
Seal of cleansing.
Okie doke. That is a seal of cleansing, he says.
And then I'll untap.
Mhm.
And I'll draw it.
Play it as a land.
Yeah. Play the caves.
Yeah.
And I'll play a seal. And go ahead.
I'm thinking on the seal.
Okay.
I'm actually going to annul that.
Ooh. Is that your second or your third?
That's my at least second. That's my third.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
And then end of turn, I'm going to capsize with buyback your engineered plague.
Sure.
Draw a card. Swamp. Cards in hand?
2. One of them you know about.
Yeah, that's the one.
You?
I have 3. Well, 4. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's probably worth it to just get it out of there now, I guess. Yeah, probably. Duress.
All right. You'll see a dark ritual.
All right, and the engineer plague, correct?
Yep.
We'll take that. Go ahead. That's not the right pile. That's the right pile. Excuse me. I apologize.
You're right. You're right. Go ahead. Your turn.
And the turn, I'm going to capsize your tainted field.
Sure.
Exciting. Go ahead.
I'll play the field.
Mhm.
You have 3 in hand.
Mm-hmm. One of you actually do know about the forbid in my hand. I
Yeah,
apologize.
Yeah. No, you're fine. I'm going to cast Jared's Verdict.
I'll just straight cast forbid.
Sure. And then I'll follow it up with a Duress.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
I was thinking that makes more sense than the other way around.
It does. Then I will capsize your caves.
Okay.
You see a fairy conclave.
All right. You know my hand. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yep. All right. Untap. I will draw. You have 1 card in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Go ahead.
I feel like there's something big lurking in your hand right now.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know. Scary. It's scary times. Type of fairy conclave for 2.
Ouch. I'm at 20.
Pass the turn.
Another verdict.
I'll pay 2. And I'll knowledge for 2.
Sure.
That's funny. Play 2. Knowledge for 3.
3. Yep. Never didn't have them.
Oh, certainly didn't have them. Discard Island. Gain some life, my friend.
All right. I'll go up to 26. And then now you have what? 17 in your hand?
17. You're funny. I got 3 in my hand now.
Okay. Go ahead.
Man.
So the forbid and the capsize are in your graveyard, right?
Oh, yeah. You got rid of those like a meanie
Okay.
pants.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to call you, Senor Meanie Pants.
Well, I'll call you Senior Uglylands.
Oh, fair enough. Right
Or
on.
actually, Senor is too nice of a title. I'll call you El Nino Uglylands.
El Nino Uglylands. My man.
Yeah.
Making it hurt. I'm going to duress you.
You know I'm just kidding around.
Oh, I know.
You're going to see an angel.
That's an angel.
And you'll get a ritual.
Yes, I will. Felden's Cane.
Yep.
Weird.
Just thinking.
Take your time.
I'll play a morph.
What could it be?
Whipcorder.
Quarter, indeed. Fine, you play your morph.
Yeah. Whipcorder's an underrated card. Go ahead.
Indeed.
I think if the activation were colorless instead of white, it would be extremely baller.
Indeed. I'm gonna crack Kane to cycle everything in.
Sure.
Less what you've already exiled because you're a mean man.
Yeah, that's me. I'm not the one who plays counterspells and duresses in the same deck.
Oh, God, who would do that?
Yeah.
End of turn, I'm gonna fact.
Yep.
Counterspell, island, underground, fact, knowledge.
Counterspell, island, fact or fiction, underground, river. What kind of knowledge? Rush of knowledge?
No, it's the accumulated kind.
Oh, okay.
Gathered
Well,
over
you
time.
have to, say
fair.
the full name.
You know, you're right. I'll take a warning from that one.
Yeah, judge. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good.
Next one's a game loss.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Shame, yes, indeed.
Oh
God, my butt's falling asleep.
The counterspell and man, I mean it's a
hell of a split.
Yeah. This is just it's a lot to do.
Yeah, that is true.
I'll go fact or fiction and island versus the rest. Let me look at that for a second.
Yep, take your time.
Yeah, that works. Okay. And that other fact goes in your graveyard.
Yeah, that does. You are right. I'm going to fact again.
All right. Feels good, doesn't it?
Oh, it feels great.
So you already have 3 in hand?
2 in hand now. So I only kept...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I kept the fact island.
Yeah. Delta.
2 deltas, counterspell, smother, duress.
Smother. Duress. I'll do smother and the rest. You took the rest?
Yeah, I took the rest.
Yeah.
All right. Untap step. Draw step. It doesn't work like that. We'll remember that. Cards in hand is 1.
Just the 1.
Duress.
You'll see a negator.
That is a negator indeed. All right. Make a conclave. Do things and attack.
Sure. I'll go to 24.
Go ahead.
Right. I'll attack.
No blockies.
I'll flip it.
I'm going to cast the edict targeting you.
All right, you will. Go ahead. I mean, I think you're pretty unassailable at this point.
It's feeling better than nothing. So Pay 2, attack with Conclave.
Sure. I'll go to 22.
Then I'm going to play a Psychatog.
Sure.
Go ahead.
All right. I'll draw. Dress.
Counterspell.
What do you have in your hand? Interesting. Let's just see what happens when I run this out.
Resolves.
Go ahead.
Cephalid Coliseum.
Mm-hmm. How many cards in your graveyard?
Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 currently.
Okay.
So I welcome Negator combat.
Yeah.
Pass turn.
Okay.
Yeah, Tog is up there. This is my hand. Are you confident knowing I have polluted deltas?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm just trying to free up room space.
You have polluted deltas and one more card, right?
One unknown, correct.
Yep. Okay. I'll try to Swords the Tog.
It's kind of scary. Crack Coliseum. Draw 3.
Mm-hmm.
Nice rip off of the top.
Who says it was off the top?
You might not. Oh, you have a card in your hand still. Never mind. You ain't
Yes,
wrong.
no. It was.
Rip me. All right. How do we make the best of this? Okay, do this. Discarding those 3. Yep. Tog gains me. I'm actually gonna do this. That's still being targeted.
Yep.
1, 2. Yeah, we'll just gain that much. So we'll gain 3 life.
Okay. 0 to 18.
Yep.
Okay. And then I'll play out a Wasteland. That was the card I ripped off the top.
Sweet.
And I'll Wasteland your Fairy Conclave.
Unfortunate for me.
And I'll swing.
I take 5.
You'll go to 13. Go ahead. Capsize with buyback. Capsize. I'm going to be having nightmares of people saying capsize with buyback.
Float 2. I'm going to gush.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah, it does stuff. Innocent blood?
Nothing innocent about a negator.
And no, not at all. All right. And then use the 2 floating to play a powder keg.
Sure.
And then play my land. You know
Okay.
about 1 island and 3 unknowns. Go ahead. That
Okay.
does not go there. That does not go there.
No,
ahead.
it doesn't. Go ahead.
Oh, counter and tap, draw.
Huh.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
End of turn. Tutor.
How dare you do the tutoring? That's fine. Chad's probably saying, please, God, don't do a game 5 or do something. Time to go to bed.
I don't have very many cards left in my library, so we'll see. I need something quick. Anyway, untap.
Sure.
I'll draw it.
Yep.
And I will attempt to play it.
That happens.
I'll name Tog.
Toggy.
And go.
Bump this up to 3.
Yep.
Draw a card. Oh, that was a turn late. Dress you? What's your card?
It's a swamp.
Yeah, it is. Go ahead.
Three, you say, huh? On the counter?
3, I say.
I'll play the swamp.
Would you like to play a full-costed angel?
No, I only got the 1. You should know
Okay.
that.
I know. Just being hopeful. Because I don't want to see Withered Wrench or something that's less than 3, personally.
Let's just see if this works. Play an arena.
That's not happening.
A null?
Yeah.
Yep. What
I
figured.
ripped the null right after
Yeah.
you played the plague.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Go ahead.
All right. Can I get a library account for you?
Yeah.
Where are we at?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
I'm at 12.
Okay.
So
12 with the cane?
do you see how much you've exiled?
Yeah. Sure,
And I've,
sure.
I've been gushing like crazy.
Yep, that's true.
No cards in hand?
Nope.
God damn it. Go.
Well, you need something to counter.
Yeah, pretty much.
Go ahead, your turn.
Yeah, that'll do it. Haunting Echoes, targeting you.
Sure. Happens.
Okey-doke.
So here's what I'll do. Because you choose for each card. It's everything except basic lands, right?
Everything except basic lands is exile from graveyard and library.
Yeah. No. I'm familiar. Okay, so I'll move that over there. So we'll do this. We'll do this. We'll do this. We will do this. We will do. You know what? I think you're gonna win. I think I'm just gonna concede in a minute, but let's see what else
Okay,
is in here.
take your time.
Yeah. So you get the Negator, you get the Wretch, you get the Spectre, you get the Angel. Yeah, you got it. I can't win.
Okay.
You got it. Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Congratulations on a well-fought game as well.
All I had was a swamp in my hand.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Well, you did it with your masterpiece.
My masterpiece. The lands did it for me. That's where it was at. Good Lord.
Yeah, I mean, you just like, well, I mean, you did the thing where you just build up advantage and build up advantage.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Exactly. So what were some of the, or I know Andrew's probably going to pop back in here in a second if he's not asleep already.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't wait for that. He's a liar. He's not working on it. He was asleep.
What were you going to ask? What's the?
So what were some of the play points you were talking about earlier?
The which points?
You said there were a couple, like, I don't know if you said play points or a couple points.
Oh, I realized after the fact that you tried to bounce my engineered plague or something, and I had a seal out with the capsize with buyback, and I realized after the fact that if I had sealed my own plague, it would have fizzled your capsize, and you couldn't keep capsizing me. But I didn't realize it until like 2 turns later. Is that right, Andrew, with buyback?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Let me pull.
What do you mean?
You may pay.
No, it's just the permanent. It just targets the permanent.
So the wording is you may pay an additional 3 when you play the spell. If you do, put it into your hand instead of your graveyard as part of the spell's effect. So I'm pretty sure it just fizzles it.
Yeah.
If the target is removed. So that.
Yep.
And that's what I thought. That's why I used that annul on the seal in that whatever game that was, because that's what I thought the play you were separating or setting up was.
Yes, that is 100%. Okay. Wait, you mean in this game?
Or was it this game? I can't remember
which game it was. Yeah, it was this game.
Okay, got ya. Oh, man. All right, Andrew, so what's the chat telling us? Go to bed? You guys suck?
No, congratulations. So it's funny that I think, so the thing I'll say in general is like, I think what's one of the things I love about this format is that these are 2 tier 2 decks, and that many people widely pan, and it was the 9th and 10th seed that made it to the finals.
Absolutely.
So I think that's noteworthy. Right. So I'll say kudos on that.
Absolutely.
I think that is pretty impressive.
I think it's awesome. Yep.
And I took your advice and I sided out the mass scores for game 4.
Okay. Fair enough. So I sideboarded and then the annuls.
Yeah. Well, you should have listened to your own advice.
I know, right? I know. But yeah, it was really interesting. Like, I think you're right that this matchup was play draw dependent. Like, Duress for both of us is such a killer.
I mean, I think you did it against Nils. You did it against Manos. I think you were I don't know if you mulliganed to it or you were just able to get your black sources very early, but you got your black sources online very early, and that was my plan, to constrict your black sources as much as I could with the vindicates and whatever, because that's how, like, you are compared to other Psychatog decks in general. You are definitely lighter on the black mana. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
And so it's funny, like, people think like Vindicate's such a great card, but people don't think about like the possibility of vindicating lands very often. And vindicating lands I can't tell you how many times I've done it and it worked out well.
Absolutely. I think you're right. If I were to redo the
Oh my God, that's what you look like? I'd rather look at the lands.
Well, you can look at both of us. At least I'm never cold up here. Never cold up here.
I got you. I'm just giving you a hard time.
I love it, man. I love it. But if I were to redo...
I prepared that line before the game, just so you know.
I figured. You were right on the money with it.
Yeah. It's written in my notebook. Yeah. Any reaction from chat? Is that a good dad joke?
Good dad jokes, questions. Go to bed.
Was I right about so I was right about the seal with the buyback, right?
You are right about that, yes.
Yeah.
I'm 99.9% sure.
I just before, yeah.
Nah.
Oh.
I think Midnight Hunt and whatever it's called, Return the newest Innistrad set really set the bar of bad lands with their black and white lands. I'm pretty sure that's a bar has been set with those. Uh, yeah, it's something, and it truly was
I
like
would
I was
say,
trying to keep them separated because they look very similar on
yeah,
webcams,
that
100%.
that's. I will tell you that did throw me off because of how
Okay.
similar they look because they're
I,
black and white.
so I hope I was separating them enough. Like that wasn't
Yeah. Well,
actually my
sometimes.
intent.
You know,
Okay,
it's funny. I think so. I think there's two types of players.
sure.
No, I think there's three types of players actually.
Okay.
I think there are players who like what I tend to do, where I just have all my lands in a row, but they're
Hmm.
interspersed. I think there are
Hmm.
people who are very, let's just call it particular about their lands, and they specifically keep their lands, and they do the thing where they untap and they arrange them in just the right way and whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And then there's you, who looks like you might as well be playing during an earthquake.
That's fair.
Um, where no,
That's
because
fair.
at one point you had, I remember because I was like I had to like squint and read. You had a pile that was a swamp, or
Yep.
a stack that was a swamp. You had a stack that was swamp island, and then you
Hmm.
had a stack that was island, and then you
Hmm.
had a stack that was just island. And so, like, that's fine. Like, you have the two islands stacked up. Maybe you have the third
Hmm.
island to the side. Fine. You have the swamp over here. But the one stack that was a swamp island, I'm like, what is that about? Or no, it was underground sea island or something like that. And I'm like, what, like, if you're gonna organize them together, organize them together. If you're gonna, but like, you're just like untapping them, and they just rest where they rest. I get it.
So
The
a
lands are
horror.
free. You're like a libertarian when it comes to lands. The lands can do whatever they want. You just place them wherever they want. I get it, man.
So if I'll give away the reasoning,
Oh
it's
God,
bad. It's
you're
a
like
very
angle shooting every single angle. This is
it's
hilarious.
a very bad tell on my part. I'm separating out my lands so I have them ready to cast spells. So if I'm separating a
Yeah, yeah,
black
yeah. No, I
and a
know a lot of people
blue,
do that.
so that's usually if I'm doing it that way, it's usually because I have like a edict or something in my hand. So it's really actually a tell, if I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
say.
No, and frankly, I do it the same way because when my lands are like this, I'll usually pull out the
Hmm.
lands that I'm about to cast, and I'll place them all the way to the right. I picked that up from Mike Hoyp. I don't know. I saw him do it on camera once, and like that motion got stuck in my mind, and so I feel like I'm mimicking him subconsciously.
Absolutely. I think with this deck, I think you're right. I think I'd change an island to a swamp or another underground river.
Well,
Uh,
you need
uh,
the islands for gush, right?
but not amazing. So I'm only Gush in this deck. I would much rather pay full cost on Gush unless I'm going for it with Tog most of the time.
I
So it doesn't
mean, painful
necessarily.
tog versus floating the islands is not going to make a difference. You need the two islands either way. Um, if I have played around with like what I call like dark Psychatog,
Mhm.
and I think yeah, you max out on the AKs. I think you have 3 gush and 2 foffs. I
Yep.
think if it were me with like a dark Psychatog, I would go 4 foffs and like maybe 2 gushes. Um,
Mhm.
and but you also have all the hate pieces, which is interesting, like the main deck hate pieces. But you don't really have a way to tutor them. You just have the card advantage engine, and
Right.
so I guess you just hope to like get into them. And then I'm assuming you cited out the furnaces.
Yes, they
Um,
came out.
and what else did you cite out?
Oh, let's see here. Sign
The
out.
Wonder.
Oh, the Wonder I actually
'Cause I
did
didn't
sign
see it
out.
after game 2, I think.
No, the Phyrexian Forces came out. The Wonder, 2 Engineered Plagues came out.
Really? Because they
Um,
did well for you in what, game 1 or game 3 or something with Spectre?
I felt like because I got to bring in another powder keg, and I get
Yeah.
to. It's really clunky trying to deal with a Spectre that way, like getting 2 in there. I'd much rather.
Yeah. No, I know. Trying to get 2 engineered plagues to stick
Yeah,
is pretty tough. I can speak from experience here.
absolutely. I think I don't know. I didn't sideboard in um game 3. I actually did not sideboard in the haunting echoes.
I mean, that's so that's the other card that I noticed that like that I think you won against nils that way. You won against mono stuff. That's like your kill card.
It is a very huge kill card.
Yeah.
It is with,
And
as
that
you
was
said,
another reason for me to try to keep you off of black mono too,
absolutely.
because it's black 3, right?
Yeah, I'm actually debating about Haunting Echoes being main deck.
I mean,
I've thought about it. I don't know if it's good enough.
I think
but
it's considering you're playing for the long game. I think it's more versatile than the plagues. You don't need 4 freaking plagues main deck.
so the reason it's 4 plagues is the consistency with the card draw without a way to tutor really helped out. And that's where it was. I needed to see it as much as I could. Amazingly enough, I don't know if like I just wasn't in the pod or anything. I wasn't seeing
You weren't
a lot
seeing
of
what?
elves. I didn't see a lot of goblins at all.
Yeah, I think we're kind of past that.
Yeah, we probably are. So maybe going down to 3 is right. I'm probably going to shelf Psychatog for a little bit.
I thought you're the one who was working on it with like Green Splash months ago, right?
Oh God, yeah. If
Yeah.
I could make it work where I could splash engineered plague in effectively, or not engineered plague, pernicious deed,
Yeah.
and I could put like Gaia's blessings or something in the sideboard, I would love it. It's just the mana is too blah. It's just bad. It's not worth it.
Well,
Or at least that's the way it felt.
Bug control is definitely like a thing, right?
True, but I'm not sure. I don't know. It didn't work for me the way I was doing it. I'll put it that way. But somebody else could easily do it.
You also could look at like Arrogant Worm or other things so that you're not like all in on Tog, discarding the worm to Tog or something like that.
Yeah,
or like,
well, when I first started,
what's the other blue creature that you can discard that you can madness in?
The blue creature,
or is there not one? No, maybe it's only the green creatures you madness in.
They're enablers usually.
Yeah.
So initially, this deck was more buggy, and it was more essentially madness splashing Tog.
Yeah, I remember. I don't know if you remember. You and I were chatting about it probably 5 months ago. 5 months ago.
I forgot it was
May,
you,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, someone.
It was me. I'm the only one who has talked to you about it.
I was new to the format, and I didn't recognize the name. I'm sorry, my bad.
It's okay.
But no, it's just it wasn't the way I was working on it, and then. So I got on the 3 plagues from BK, or the 4 plagues from BK, and it stuck, and it was working well. And then I think BK also put me on Innocent Bloods, which is perfect for this deck because it really, really struggles to answer Dreadnought early.
Yeah.
And then I got to work.
I mean, when I played Psychatog, I think it's like Vendetta was in, and Diabolic Edicts for sure. And then, I mean, I think you can answer Diabolic Edict's fine to answer Dreadnought, I guess too.
Sure, agreed. And that's just a hard match because they can set it up, especially now that a lot of people have gone the mono blue route.
Yeah,
it's become something a lot tougher.
It's a lot more redundancy. Yeah.
Yes, it is. But I'm happy with this Tog list. I think
you should be, right? You only lost you only lost 1 match.
That is true.
You had, I mean, you were able to get your duresses when you needed to. You were able to get your Black Minor Fear. Haunting Echoes, you were always able to knowledge, even when it was accumulated.
Yes. And then I would say though, I think to the point of doing a lot of 4-ofs in the deck, it didn't sway it, but it made the chance of being, well, maybe more, gave the chance of being luckier or more consistency of drawing things easier. And that's something I was finding is like when I wanted a 4-of, there was enough of the card draw in there to get to the 4-of, usually. And there were definitely times I did have to mulligan into like duresses, or else I think I just lose matches.
I mean, you mulliganed once, I think, all night, right? Maybe twice.
Yeah.
Twice you did. Twice you went down to 6. Twice you get 7.
Yeah, and you got unlucky too because you mulliganed to 5 at least. Did you mulligan to 5 2 different games?
No, just once. Just once. I went 6, 5, 7. I think 6, 7, 5, 6, maybe something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
I had 1 7, 1 5, and I think 2 6s.
So What do you think of Cabal Therapy?
You don't have a creature to sack to flash it back.
No, but even as
Well,
pointed,
unless you're going to hard cast Wonder.
I've done it before. Not
Right.
for that reason, but
right. I mean, what are you afraid of?
I would just I think combo decks scare me, especially things like a well, even your deck. I just want more interaction, I think, on turn 1 for seeing the hand and seeing what I'm up against. So maybe Blackmail's not a good card, right? That card sucks.
I mean, I like it, but that's because I always play black discard decks.
Fair.
You could always, you know, what would be good actually for you. So here's what I
Hmm.
would say to you. Actually, this is just my take on it. And I played a little bit of Psychatog. I actually lost in the finals with Psychatog too. I think it is. You are trying to go for the long game. It is like a control with an oops I win combo finish, right?
Mhm.
Obviously,
Pretty much,
and
yep.
like that's part of what makes it fun. And I think for the long game though, like like after turn, I don't know, 4 or 5, right? Anything you might want a therapy, they're probably just going to cast it when they draw it anyway.
Yes.
And so you want to keep them down on like in theory in Magic, right? There's like different kinds of resources.
Yep.
Like cards in hand is a resource, mana is a
Yep.
resource, sources of damage are a resource, etc. And
Sure.
so like if you want to try to like limit their resources as much as possible, like this is just and I'm known for playing off the wall cards, so take this with a grain of salt. But
I
like
play Browbeat in my slide deck.
yeah, but like that's pretty good. Actually, it's not unheard of, but
It's
I
not.
would say like even a card, and this is just my opinion, even a card like Stupor, I think is
Okay.
maybe better than Cabal Therapy, because like again on like turn 8 or whatever, when you just want to like trim their resources so you can jam a Tog without having to worry about stuff, like the discard and then discard at random can really like pinch them if they're ready. Like they're already trying to cast stuff that you're countering,
Mhm.
etc. Maybe they only have 3 cards in hand. And you're going to have the mana, so you just stupor them down to 1 card and you sort of clear the path. It's not that different than Verdict.
I was also
And
debating.
chat is probably already ripping me apart for saying stupor, but
Stuper's a good card. I also, at some matches and some points in time, I was like, you know what would be really good right now? Persecute.
that's the one where you can
Name a
pick a creature
color.
card or name a
No,
color.
Persecute is color.
Persecute's the one where it's like 1 card of that color. Or that's the one where it's all cards.
All cards. It is
For
4
like
mana.
black 2, yeah.
Yeah, black 2.
I mean, so if you're playing Haunting Echoes and you have them on it for that, I guess you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to ask you about Deadguy Ale because it's never. Maybe I've just never had success with it. So what do you think? I like your version.
I'm here.
Absolutely.
I mean,
what drives you on Deadguy and kind of where did you trim it up to? I don't know what spin did you put on it? I'm not as familiar with the deck.
Right. I mean, so I'll say this too is that like in actual 1995, I was playing white black decks. It's just been my thing. Back then, it was Sarah Angels and Sengir Vampires, and and hippies too. And yeah, I think I tried to even jam a Nightmare in there at one point. But I think it's a very versatile color combination because you have lots of answers and removal, and you have some pretty decent threats depending on how you construct it. I think the thing about it is that it is so like the original Deadguy, the actual like Deadguy L deck that got popularized, the Pakula deck was a 2005 deck with Dark Confidant, right? And that was at least in large part it wasn't like a mana denial and resource denial deck, right? And he's just going to burr you with advantage from the Dark Confidant because he can play fetch lands into Scrubland, and he can play a turn 2 Sinkhole into like a turn 3 Vindicate, and just completely thrash your mana, right?
Right.
And I think so. It's a very like nostalgic deck for a lot of people. I think the pre-modern version though does not share a whole lot with that version except for the colors and the name. And so a lot of people will pick it up and because it's nostalgic and yada yada, Pakula, etc. And they'll play it thinking it's going to play like that sort of tempo-ish kind of like the 2005 version, and it's not. It's a control deck masquerading as a mid-range deck in this format. because I mean, think about the things you're doing. You're getting life gain.
Mhm.
You're got answers and removal. You're disrupting, right?
Yep.
And then eventually you're landing and sticking a thread or two. Like I think game 2 or whatever it was is like
Mhm.
that's like the prototypical thing. I've said this to so many people. Like the first Spectre doesn't win you the game. It's the second Spectre that wins you the game,
Yeah,
right?
there's usually an
Because
answer
then
to the first one.
yeah, because then they're locked. And when I can get two going, two online, then I'm like,
Right.
But so I think the biggest critique of it, and this is like a long-winded answer, but you asked a question that I could talk for hours about.
Absolutely.
Is the biggest critique of it, and it's a valid one, is the mana base.
Mhm.
And to that, I will say you're not wrong.
Right.
But the spells are amazing.
Sure.
So like take out the 22 lands or whatever, and the other, 38 cards are like, put it this way, like in a vacuum, if I told you you could play a deck with Hypnotic Spectre, Swords of Plowshares, Seal and Disenchant, Vindicate, the closest thing in Premodern to Hymn to Torak,
Mhm.
all sorts of toolboxy type stuff, like you'd be like, sign me up. And then if I told you, well, the money's a little shaky, you'd be like, all right, I'll still give it a chance, right?
Absolutely. I mean, and
Yeah.
we've seen shaky mana base before. I mean, it's a thing in Magic. Some decks deal with it. Is there anything going through this experience that you would tweak or change if you were to play it next month? Anything that was not working to
I
plan?
mean, so I'll tell you that most of the Deadguy decks that I've built are kind. So I would divide Deadguy into like two kind of approaches in Premodern.
Sure.
One is like a slower, more controlling deck. The other one's like a lower to the ground and more aggressive deck. Um, the lower to the ground, more aggressive deck is the kind I usually play. I'll shout out to Mike Arnold. Sorry I couldn't get there tonight, who called it Suicide Black with utility.
Gotcha.
And it's just basically you want to stick more and more threats. Like I used to play Doubt the Horrors and
Okay.
even like main deck Withered Wretch and stuff like that. Um, and
Gotcha.
like that's kind of where I think is probably the better one because again, I mean, it's Suicide Black, but it's giving you some kind of help in the matchups where that's completely terrible, and it
Mhm.
gives you like things like Doubt the Horror are basically like a repeating burn spell, gives you extra
Sure.
reach and stuff like that. Um, the other kind, which is kind of where I went now this time, is more controlling. Like I said, you're going to see Mastercore, you're going to see
Mhm.
Angel. I probably should have played a fourth arena in this one instead of just three.
Okay.
You could even see like a Mesmeric Fiend. You could even see, which you might think about as well, actually.
I've thought about a fiend for this one.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you'd have to change the Innocent Bloods to Diabolic Edicts, but
Yeah. Exactly.
you could even see like a Skeletal Scrying or something like that for really like card advantage.
That was what I
Um,
was actually going to ask
yeah,
you about. Is I'm a huge fan of Skeletal Scrying. I think it's an amazingly good card and also underplayed card. So I just was going to ask you what
I
your thoughts
mean,
on the deck in this
in
deck, what it would be like
in Psychatog or in Deadguy?
in Dead Guy.
Yeah, I think I thought about it. I think like the 60th cards I was mulling around with, or were like that, or Death Grasp, or I think what I ended up with was maybe like some combo of racks and seals and
Mhm.
tutors. Um, but like I said, I think in this format, it's kind of a non-blue control deck that, like I said, is masquerading as a mid-range deck.
Right.
And you can tweak it to make it more aggro if you want to, like negators out of the board and
Mhm.
stuff like that. Um, I think I'm just trying to think like Vindicate is just such a good card that just
It
like
is.
is it again, vindicating lands is pretty good. And even like in some metas, if you want to, like if you're seeing a lot of elves or whatever, like Spectral Links is a thing.
Yep.
Um
The
I've
version I
played
played had
I've
links.
I've played Mother of Runes in the past, and I think Nantuko Shade is the big one that you did that I took out here that I should have kept in. But
Mhm.
like because Nantuko a Pump Shade plus Mother of Runes is like, first of all, it's an incredible blocker, but
Yep.
secondly, it is just like incredible way to get damage through.
Okay.
Um, I'm trying to think what
Gotcha.
else. I mean, people talk about like Pump Knights, like Knight of Stromgald. I don't know. I think Shade is better. Um,
It is, and I think also if you're gonna play any of the knights, I'd play like Silver Knights and something thing like that.
I'm not going to play double white spells. Even the
Okay,
Angel is
gotcha.
tough to cast. I know the Angel helped me so much against my last match against Riche, who was on Sly, but in a lot of other matchups, it's such a lightning rod for removal, and you go through so many resources and hoops and paying 2 or 3 life or whatever to cast it off of a Caves of Koilos, and it just it's the lightning rod for removal. I think Masticore is probably better if you get your arena online. Like the arena Masticore sort of mini combo is just, if you get it going, it's incredible. I was hoping to get it going against you, and then when I saw you were just going to not let me have an arena no matter what, that's when I sided out the Masticores.
Yeah, that was probably the one card I didn't want you to see, because I figured if we got to long game, it's the card that lets you maximize and take advantage of it.
Yeah.
And
there was one of the mulligans, I want to say it was when I went down to 5. The 7 hand had 1 land, ritual and arena, but then like nothing else interesting in it. And I think it might have even been a caves, not even a swamp. And so like, yes, I could have gone like turn 1, go to 19, caves, ritual, arena, hope for the best. But like, what if the next land I drew was like a tainted field or a wasteland?
Right.
Then I'm just done for, and then I'm so far behind.
I think though, and my take on that is, if I saw you, even if I knew maybe you were landlight or something, if I saw you go 1 ritual arena, I think I'd put my head in my hands more so than if I see you do 1 into hippie or anything
but
like
then
that.
Three turns later, when I didn't draw another useful land, you'd be smiling.
Also true. Also, that's fair, I suppose. But yeah, no, arena was scary. Negators.
Were you expecting negators or no?
I honestly didn't
know.
What
were you expecting?
I didn't know if you were gonna bring them in. Like I was surprised at the Masticore that you left in. So I didn't know if you were actually gonna take them out. I thought you were seeing something in the Masticores that was better than Negators. It's just Negator. If it ever gets to the point where there's the Negator out, and then I ever play a Psychatog that sticks.
Yeah.
I just thought, I didn't know that was a concern I thought you might have getting into that situation.
Well, but so that's the thing. I think I would argue that Masticore is better than Negator for that reason, amongst other reasons.
Sure.
Masticore is huge if I can get Wonder out of your graveyard, or if it's not in your graveyard, because if you want to attack a Tog into it, I'm just going to regenerate, and then you can pitch cards from your hand, and then that's less damage to me. Or I can even just ping the Tog with the Masticore and force you to start pitching your stuff that way. Like if you think about the math, like if I block and regenerate, that's me using 2 mana. You have to pump 3 times just so you don't lose your Tog. That's probably a winning proposition for me.
If you have the arena out, because if you're trying to do that but you're not actually generating advantage off of it,
even if I can keep the Masticore up for 4 turns and just basically run you out of resources on your Tog, that's worth it to me.
Sure. I could definitely see that. I think the advantage on the Tog list as well is, and most Tog lists I've seen even mentioned, is like, we don't rely on targeted removal, which I think the Tog decks are doing right. It's like,
yeah. Like I said,
Bloods.
The only one that I ran, and I think it was useful, it was Vendetta. But
yeah. Vendetta is good. Now, does Vendetta hit artifacts? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's non-black.
Non-black creatures.
And can't regenerate.
Is it you lose life equal to its
toughness?
Toughness?
Yep. It's great. It's great in Suicide Black, and I'll tell you, I have done my fair share of losing 12 life by Vendettaing a Dreadnought, and you know what? It is what it is. I'll take it. I think I won a few of those matches.
Absolutely. So, for a while, I was a huge fan of Chainer's Edict. Only I know it's really slow, but
the flashback cost is what, like 72?
7 million, something like that. So, but sometimes I did get to flash it back for 7 million.
If you can power monolith it out and you can pay the flashback cost.
But. I think I might, if I ever did this again, I probably wouldn't have Forbid again. It's a good card, but it's just
that was your all-star, my friend.
You think it felt
that okay. Capsize, yeah.
Capsize is amazing. Capsize is great in this deck.
I'm curious what chat thinks, but like to me, the Forbid and I think at least game 3 or 4, at least one of those two, I could have won had you not been. I mean, had you not been capsizing and forbidding.
I think game 3 or was it? Yeah, game 3 it was all locked. Towards the end, it was locked up in there.
Andrew, you okay? Okay.
Absolutely. Right. We can wrap it up if people are getting tired because I could talk all night, and Gabe, you sound like you could talk all night too.
Yeah. About Deadguy, yeah.
Oh, fair enough. My biggest all-star though is Felden's Cane. That card has been stupid.
I mean, yeah, in control decks, it's amazing. Right. Yeah. It's just it's a presentation of inevitability.
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely. Yep. Tap, exile, shuffle your graveyard. What's the one that says 1 tap? Is it Thrawn Foundry?
Yeah, Thrawn Foundry. Yep.
I've flirted with that one to give. What's
the point?
Sometimes it's a really like narrow point of you can because that one can shuffle any graveyard into the library.
Yeah. Kane can only do your own, right?
Yep, Kane can only do your own.
Yeah.
So I debated about that because I'm not really heavy on. Well, no, sideboard I'm not, but then when thinking about it, it's like no, I'm playing the Phyrexian Furnaces main.
What would be the point of shuffling someone else's graveyard to the library?
If say Hermit was like Angry Hermit was going off or something, and they did it, and I mean they would never go off into it, but it's a threat that it's another thing they have to jump through a hoop for.
Feels like your furnaces are better for that.
They probably are, which is why inevitably it wasn't gone that way.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how I feel about Furnace's main deck though. Even if
I mean, well, so here's my question for you because you had 2 main, you had a 3rd in the side, and then you had a crypt as well.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, what's up with that?
Tog. I don't think Tog likes parfait decks. Doesn't like blessings. It doesn't like anything that can use the other graveyards to its advantage. And it's cheap, but it's cheap, simple answers that also can provide card advantage to Tog. Like there's multiple times where it's just like, okay, I'm getting you, but eventually with the Furnaces, it's a card that goes in the replaces itself and it goes to the graveyard, so it's plus whatever to Tog.
It's a cycler.
Yeah, and that was the main reason.
Because it's 1 to cast and 1 to activate, so it's effectively you effectively cycle it, right?
Yes, essentially yes. And then the added benefit of if it ever comes down turn 1 against parfait or anything like that, it's really a hindrance to what they're doing and lets me kind of focus on my game plan more. I'm not sure how to do against Reanimator, but I'm assuming I'm good with the Innocent Bloods and everything, but I don't know.
Andrew, any question? Oh, I guess Andrew's asleep. We should probably go.
Yeah. Andrew, wake up.
Andrew. This is funny.
This is great.
I don't know what to do. Andrew. We're gonna let you go. Anything else from chat? Otherwise, we're gonna let you go.
We'll go.
Andrew, I know I have said this to you many times before, and this time I actually mean it. Go the fuck to sleep.
Yes, go to bed, my friend. No more.
How many times have I told you this? How many times have I told you that before? This time I mean it.
Just go to bed, man. All right.
Anything from chat, or are we good? Yeah.
Has chat got anything for us?
Yeah, you're lucky we didn't leave you on stream sleeping. That would have been funny.
Yeah. All right. Woolly Spider's the best. I like a Woolly Spider.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Dire Wolf. Oh my God. Wait, what set is that? Ice Age? Yeah. Okay. Oh my God, it is so nostalgic to me, Ice Age. I think I might have opened up more packs of Ice Age than anything else, honestly.
So I first started playing in Ice Age. Those were the first packs I got. And I distinctly remember being at summer camp, and there's one of the instructors there, or whatever the people, and he played Magic, and I was playing like snow-covered worms or whatever they were, this green fatty deck. And he just goes, "Oh, turn one, was Ritual good back then? Yeah, Dark Ritual was back then, right? Because they'd go turn one Ritual into like Necropotence."
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, I had no idea what was going on. And I was showing him my stuff. I distinctly remember this person, "Yeah, you like worms? Here's some worms. I'll give you that for that Force of Will over there."
Yeah.
It's like, "No, I'll take the worms." Sure. I know, right? All right. Andrew, go to bed. Chat.
Yeah. Thank you for
Thank
as
you
always for
very
hosting,
much.
Andrew.
Thank you, guys. Gabe, it was a pleasure playing with you again.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. And best of luck to you as well.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, guys.